Narration volume set to 100. Narration volume set to 100.
Culprit. Fuck those things. But the city's for so damn long.
Welcome to Jack Trice Stadium in Ames, Iowa, where the Cardinal and Gold gathering spring as they gear up to support their Iowa State Cyclones. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a team from the American, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Cyclones will put total leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So USF's offense will go on the attack first. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave it, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting for the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Brown will throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Nimrod. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Franklin. Breaks into the open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs. Now out close to midfield. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's looking deep. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This defense talked about it. We want to set the tone. We don't want to give up big plays. First drive, the offense tries to accomplish that. This is a big play offense. Defense does a great job staying at home, staying disciplined, and getting the INT, creates some early momentum in this football game.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away he was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Cyclones coming off a program record for wins, their second-best bowl finish ever. And who could forget that Pop-Tart Bowl victory over Miami? Matt Campbell continues to have the clones flourishing.
Yeah, made it to the Big 12 championship game. Now they're trying to take the next step. We've got Rocco Becht at quarterback. He's a really good young talent, David, and someone I know they want to keep building with.
He's just fun to watch, man. He makes all the plays. Will scramble if he needs to. Been really good late in close games. That was something a year ago. They won a bunch of those games. Well, you're right, Reese. In the beginning, Matt Campbell, he's still here.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving them some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Cyclones have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
All right, well, you're trying to run the football to get it in here. You're right on the doorstep. I like maybe setting up a jumbo formation, maybe going play action, see if you can sneak a guy out in the flat for the score.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So they got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to force their way in. Absolutely no couldn't stop. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Hands it off. Turning it on. Got the first down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And the Bulls, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on 1st down.
Oh, what is the thing?
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Iowa's offense back out. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Dropping back, it's Beck. Makes the grab on the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Beck saved his best for last in 2024. 4 touchdowns to seal a classic Pop-Tart Bowl win. Unfrosted still better. This year he's going to have to get used to some new receivers. They're going to need some guys to step up, David.
Unfrosted, absolutely not better first. That was blasphemous. You should never get away with that again. But Rocco Beck, he had a great, solid season. Came up in the clutch when they really needed him down the stretch of games. Another year in the system. Interested to see what the Cyclones can do now.
Quickly complete. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Pulls it in. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cyclones really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll run the sneak for it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the...
That's the first time I've seen somebody stop that shit. Yo. first time I've seen this shit.
And finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Smashes it between the uprights. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and try his field goal team out there. His field goal kicker just made him a little bit small.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return.
Especially in this game, if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Brown wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man on the right. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. They're now up 9-0.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You're going to like to see the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 23. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground and you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Brown will throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Bulls racing to the line in a hurry up.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. He's got an open man. And they reacted well with the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. The ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. But does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
The screen, he can go. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throwing right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Creates a little space. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Bulls pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He wants it all. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll try to pop the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play.
They get off the block really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push him upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
Brown wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. He got it. That'll pull them back to within 6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Purdue is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 14 to USC. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly out to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cyclones come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get.
And I know that the offensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And the Cyclones can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Cyclones are marching down the field. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They want to run it left here. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
First down, physicality with his football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just chews up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like...
There he goes. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move,
And to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cyclones. Getting set for the point after.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
He'll bring it out. It's Nimrod. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Brown will throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Grab near the sticks. It's Singleton. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. You got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarter.
Sends it downfield. He's got it inside the 15. And he's brought down after a huge completion. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Step there with the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window.
Touchdown Bulls. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half, when you got to have an execution. It's got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little whoop out of this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Bulls will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crep. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the running back from the shotgun. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Cyclones will send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. South Florida has him back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. ground, wants to pass. Calls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Bulls are facing 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Isaac. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Quarterback making checks. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Wide open downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Bulls are on the move. Looking for room. It's Franklin. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll run play action. Now sliding to his left. Slings it downfield. Complete to the left. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. Trying to run this. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Give to the running back. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, USF.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Michigan is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ann Arbor for a long time. They're up 14 over Central Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Breaks the tackle. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got him downfield. That defense got gassed 7. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Cyclones have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Beck. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every day. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Grab into the middle. It's Sauer. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute it when the field starts to shrink.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And that's a really good example of the quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Iowa State! They take the lead with the 6.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and we love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. It's good. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Now, they receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They unleashed an aerial assault last time. It took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. The Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big way.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Brown wants to pass. Scrambling away. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Bulls want to pick up the tempo.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the back. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Nimrod. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gets the back moving. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Isaac. Breaks into the open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Bulls with the 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. Buying some time as he moves left. Right on the money. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready jobs. The first one, get the touchdown, then they'll need the 2 to tie here in the 4th. They'll try to get it in with the run.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it's complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. From the gun. On the run, still looking. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
After the score, they need this 2-point conversion to tie. Trying to pound it in. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and we're tied here in the final period. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Finds his big tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Looking to throw on 1st down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Cyclones look to do some damage in the red zone. The give to the tailback. Runs through the tackle. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Touchdown, Cyclones! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there and get me one more.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position, too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker, so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Brown wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On third down, he drops the throw. That's caught. It's Smith. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Got it behind the line. It's Alexis. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on fourth down. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. 3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is